All right, here we go, guys. Now I'm actually sharing my screen. I just want to take you guys over to the charts real quick and show you what we've been looking at on a couple of pairs. Um, Oops. So typically, still learning how to use this Mac. All right. So typically with euro dollar, what we was looking at was we knew we was coming down into the support, right? This last place where we had a lot of demand coming in at, right? We're seeing that they accumulated a lot here. So when we got back down to it for the first touch, we expected a reaction getting back up to where we have supply, which is here, right? You can see here once already, actually use a box. You can see here once already, we actually retested it here. So there's a level right above here, right in the middle of this, that I can see us getting to. And this would be our supply level, right? Here at 111.80. So once we seen this expansion, what I was looking at was I seen this big move up, right? Broke a previous high, impulse swing, and coming back on the retracement. Once we got down to the lower level, what we were looking for was to see if we was getting any indications for sort of reversal type price action, and we did. And this is what we do every time. It's so simple, like we're changing the game, right? So this is exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for the market to be in a balance, basically a consolidation, right? A base. And then as the market moved out of that, we know we had a down push, right? We had a lot of supply into the market. The market was distributed. And when the market moved down and got into this next area, right, into our higher time frame area, we went into another base. Now, what we was looking for was to see if we will have more demand and supply in this area, because this is what this actually looks like. It looks like this. So you have, let me change the color. So you will have, these would be, I thought that was blue. Sorry about that. So these would be blue. So I'm still learning how to use this Mac. All right, so that, and this, you guys will see what I'm talking about in a second. Let me actually draw it out. So what I'm illustrating is, like, at this point, when we came back down to this zone, we had demand and then we have supply coming down into it. So we wanted to see if the supply be able to overtake the demand. But once we came out, right? So we got demand. The market accumulated. We got demand to push out, right? This is demand push past the supply. So there's more buyers than sellers, if you get what I'm saying. So our next level of what we're seeing willing sellers is this area right here. You see this down move when we came into this move. Like you can see the market traded right up into that area. And this was another area where it would be the same indicates. We have supply coming out of this area. Right? And we're trading up into it. So now the market is moving into another area of balance. But our overall goal, right? I just wanted to show you guys what we look at when we're getting close to our levels, because you're going to see us talking about different levels and stuff. But that's the science behind what we look for. We're looking for the opposite end of the market to be accumulated, because we're trying to go up. If we want to go up, we know that the market makers have to exit the sales that they're in, and they do that at previous levels of demand, strong demand, which is here. You see how this up move works. And I'm doing all this off the 4-hour chart. Obviously, we do multiple time frame analysis, but I can like do all of this off the 4-hour chart and teach you what I'm talking about. All right, so once we got down there, we got exactly what we was looking for, and now that indicates us that the market exited sales here and mitigated and accumulated buy positions. So now they're rebuying these positions to be profitable on the way up. Now they want to be profitable. So where would they exit these positions? When they get up to areas of supply, they're going to have willing people. They're going to have people to sell what they're buying. And you see how on the way down, all of these levels were respected, and now these levels offer exit points for us on the way up. These zones, these levels, these supply levels, right? So that's what we're looking at on Euro USD, USD CAD. We had we sold the news. It came out like right here. I'm in the sales from up here. It's pretty choppy. It's really nothing. It already moved below here. You can see it went below this support here. And then we wicked off down here, right? So me personally, I just think that we'll continue to play around like in that area for UCAD. And from the higher time frame, what I'm looking at is, if you can see when the market broke below this level, we came back up. Let me mark off this zone. We came back up. You can see how we're rejecting this zone. So to me, it's the same indication. This was a demand zone, but now it's turned to a supply zone. So you have supply pushing down here from this level, right? And we're looking to continue to see sellers being able to push the market down. So we had a nice reversal pattern here from we had a base, and then we had a move out, we had a rally, and then we had a drop. All right, nice reversal pattern right above these stops here, and we had a retracement and another drop. So what I'm anticipating is we'll continue to drop, create another base like we're doing here, and then drop. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm anticipating on USD CAD. Let's see what we got for. So for GBP USD, I actually got into buys down here. I'm gonna show my trades. I know a lot of people might not believe me, but true story. I actually got in buys down here, like literally like at the bottom, and I got in more buys right here at this point. And what we're looking at on GBP USD, as you can see, let me show you the wizardy while I bought it. All right, so I was looking at this level right here. This was a higher time frame level that I had my eyes on. And what I have liked it that I seen was, because I knew it was coming out of this base, right? This consolidation imbalance, and we dropped. So I looked at this as a profile, a potential buy profile of us moving out, enticing low into a higher time frame level for us to eventually come run the liquidity that'd be here. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I was looking at. So when we came down into this level to go down to the lower time frame, and this all started from the monthly, because as you can see, we hunted, we came back. So let me show you this level. We broke, trading back into this level. This is why we was anticipating that as a buy. Just so you can know from them. This comes from the higher time frame, and we just move down to the lower time frames, and we jigaboo, right? So what I want you guys to pay attention to is the reason why I say that the market is going to push. I don't, obviously we can't. The gray area is how much time it's going to take. But my ultimate target is up here, because if you pay attention to when the market was coming down, you see every time we had a supply level, every time we had a distribution candle, you can see it came back and filled that level in. Right here, we had sharp move away, it filled the level in. Right here, we had a sharp move away, it filled the level in, right? So there is no supply in these levels besides the highs, right? The stops. Until you get up here. This whole area here is a contraction. So we're going to buy our freshly touched demand point right here, because this is a fresh demand to go above all of these supply points. You know what I'm saying? Because most people are looking at this as diagonal or trend line, 1, 2, 3 touches. So my first take profit is at this second touch of what would be this trend line, and then my ultimate take profit is right here, right? So now when you break it down to the lower time frame, you can see what we was looking at for reversal. Same thing that I just showed you on the other ones. We had our holding pattern, no indicators. We had our holding pattern, and we pushed down into our lower our higher time frame support level. So what I was looking for was, you probably hear my son a little bit in the background. Hold on one second. Where is All right, cool. I'm almost wrapped up. All right, so what I want you guys to pay attention to is at this point here, right, when we had this soft consolidation, this is what we want to see before we move into a higher time frame level, because it's going to show us supply coming into the market. And then when the market moves into another level of imbalance, right, when we see the market move away and the demand into the market, just like I showed you on the Euro USD trade, we see the demand entered the market. It basically shows us that the market is typically changing its direction. It's like, think of it like a curve like this. Think of it like that, right? This crap is driving me crazy. Okay. So what that tells us is, since demand is entering the market, that there's more buyers, that they're accumulating this market. We need to get this market to a point to where we can find willing sellers to pair up with our buys or exit our buy positions, because we got to have people to sell it to, right? So what would those levels be? Here, right? All of these levels. So you got interest above all of these levels that was coming down. Now, what I like to do is, if I'm going to be buying this this monthly level, because this is a monthly level that we're buying, then I'm going to be looking to ultimately see the market move up to a weekly supply zone. So I will ultimately like to see GBP USD get back up here above this, right? So from here to here. So that's 132.70 to 133.60. So Now going on to the daily, you can see these levels. This is the only area we got before we get to that level. And this, you got that high, and then you got that high, right? So that's what I'm ultimately looking at. Like I said, it's the great area of time, but for right now, in a day trade perspective, right, I'm looking at getting here to this zone here, right? And that's my longer term, short term, my short-term target would be around here, right? And then that's the long-term target. So I hope you guys, this really wasn't like a specific trend. I just wanted to do some live market analysis. I'm gonna actually start doing specific videos to show you guys a few little tips and tricks that I know can help you guys be able to basically, help you anticipate the market. And let me show you one of the main, let me show you one other thing that, before I jump off of here, that really, this is what I'm like, what I was really looking forward to see what I'm gonna be doing anytime I'm in the trade. So as I said on my Facebook Live, you can see that the pound dollar and the dollar, they go against each other. You can see that the dollar is declining. And we're expecting some, it ain't gotta be a lot, we're expecting some type of bullishness up in pound dollar since it's actually trending, right? You see it's moving slow, so it's going to probably lethargically move up there. But what we're paying attention to is, look at this. When what we expect is when the dollar has selling pressure, we expect the pound to have buying pressure. Vice versa, when the dollar has selling pressure, we expect the pound and the euro dollar to have buying pressure. If you get what I'm saying. So if you look at this, we had this lower low, lower high made that showed us that the dollar was going down, right? But here we had the pound dollar make a lower low. I don't know why my thing just froze on like mouse. But we had the pound dollar make a lower low. Now, when the pound dollar made a lower low, or when the dollar made a lower high, then they should have been doing equivalent with each other. So we should have seen a higher high in the dollar, and that would have indicated us that we would have retraced, found a discount on dollar, accumulation zone, and then brought up, if you get what I'm saying. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know what's up with this. 1 second. Okay. Jesus. Okay, so I'm gonna have to end this here. I don't know what is up with this computer, man, but you guys get the gist. Watch the replay. If you guys want to ask me any questions, you can. If you want to check out some more closest insights of how I trade, analysis, how I'm coming to these points in the market, you can. I got a free Telegram that I just started up, and my goal with this Telegram is to be able to help people with the things that I can help them with right now, which is quite a bit, and mental mindset, and actually be able to simplify the way and the expectations that you have on the chart to be able to help you to get to a point to where you can actually be consistently profitable and be comfortable in what you're actually doing in the market. Because at the end of the day, all of us want to be able to have profitability. You get what I'm saying? All of us want to be able to go approach the market and feel comfortable with what we're doing. That's what we grind for. That's what we work for. You know, we watch other people do it, and you know, we want to do it. You know, so with that said, I'm going to end this live video, and I hope to talk to you guys next time. Check out make sure you follow my stories also, because it's going to be we're going to be sharing a lot of information up there also, like a lot of the trades that we're taking, and I'm going to also be sharing a few other people that I'm working with, Instagram and stuff, you know, that's calling calls, calling signals and stuff, so you guys can get the full meat and get to see a little bit of inside of the network that I'm building. You know, I got a nice network of some traders that I've been building, and I want to be able to share that with y'all. So with that said, talk to you guys next time. Appreciate anybody who showed up. If you're watching the replay, you can inbox me, ask me any questions if you have them. If you want to get any information about the group, you can just inbox me and ask me. I'll add you to it. It's free of charge, no charge. You don't have to know anything about Forex. You can be quite a beginner. And I'm actually going to be working on a beginner's course that will be able to teach you, basically take you through your first beginning stages of Forex, get you up to date on any terms, terminology, expectations, mindset, and things like that. So, hope you guys have an amazing day. Stay blessed. Once again, this is Monders Phillips, the Urban Entrepreneur, and I was coming to you today with some live Forex analysis.